Hey guys, this is Parallax Gaming here. Today I'm gonna be a clickbait cancer and play some Battlegrounds and put some red arrows in the thumbnail. And today we're gonna talk about some games. I'm here with Christian and Dylan. I don't know if you remember them from like never, but
it was on another channel.
It was on my other channel that probably none of you are familiar with. I don't know, but that video's private anyway. We talked about like a picture of Dylan not wearing a shirt in that video, I think.
Wait, whoa, that never happened.
That did happen though, because you mentioned it in the video. I could literally send it to you with a timestamp.
I don't remember that.
It's a timestamp, bro.
But anyway, so I'm playing some.
We talked about that last one.
I'm gonna try to play some Battlegrounds. My Battlegrounds doesn't work because this game is just optimized to the point of actual beauty. But yeah, so today we're gonna talk about a couple games. Which ones did you guys say we were gonna have a conversation about?
World War II,
Battlefront, E3. I mean,
E3.
Battlefront 3, my favorite game.
You know what my favorite game was?
Clickbait cancer.
No, E3. That's obvious.
That was my favorite video game, dude. Nothing compares. So, before we start talking, I just want to preface this by saying, I'm not the best Battlegrounds player because
thumbs up for the video.
I'm not the best Battlegrounds player because I play this on a very inconsistent basis. Oh Jesus! So, the recording was probably just raped by the in-game voice chat. So I'm sorry for those who had to hear that. But anyway. But yeah, we're going to be talking about those games that they mentioned. So, which one do you want to talk about first?
Talk about COD.
You start off your channel.
Okay. So, we'll talk about World War II first because everybody's going to know what that is. So, so yeah, the new Call of Duty game is coming out. It's not future, I don't think. It probably will be anyway. But, yeah, we're going to be talking We're gonna be talking about Call of Duty World War II, only the most visceral and graphic game you've ever played.
What are your thoughts on it? How'd you think of it?
I thought, I don't know, to be honest. It looks alright, I guess. I'm not. My love for Call of Duty died back when Black Ops 2 died, so I mean.
Same.
You know, it's like
when Ghost came out, it was like it's over.
And Ghost came out, and I'm like, it's ogre. So you know.
What do you think about the supply drops? Supposedly cosmetics only.
That's what they all say. Then they're gonna add a freaking laser weapon, and you know.
Probably.
So what you guys are staring at right now is my computer's attempt to pre-render the map. It's not working, but it's gonna work, I'm telling you. So yeah, anyway, so I think it has the potential to be an okay game.
Well, if they go with if they do the right things, it will be an okay game.
But I don't think Call of Duty's ever gonna be like Call of Duty anymore. Like,
no,
it's
not after Ghost.
It's not after they started adding microtransactions like supply drops and stuff. Call of Duty's never gonna be what Call of Duty is, or like used to be. But you know, I don't really care about Call of Duty anymore, so it's not a big deal to me.
You can buy battle packs and Battlefield, but it's still a good game.
Well, yeah, but it's not like supply drops where you get an advantage for paying real money. Like,
yeah,
it's like you just get skins. You don't.
It's just skins. Yeah.
Yeah, with
and you can get the premium, which you get guns.
You know, you can get stuff early, but everybody else has the equal opportunity to get the same stuff. With supply drops, it's all random. Like, you can't control the odds. You can't.
It's random.
You know, you can't get a booster that'll say you get a rare item.
Oh, I don't play Battlefield like that. I mean, not Battlefield. Call of Duty like that.
It's like Call of Duty is supposed to be like.
They're going about it wrong.
It's like they're straying away from.
They're sellouts, pretty much.
Well, it's, and I really don't think it's the developers. I think it's the publisher.
No, it's Activision.
Yeah,
They need
like-
to get away from Activision.
It's like if they could get a good publisher. Well, the problem with that is there aren't really many good publishers anymore. Like
Exactly.
all they want is money.
Activision is just about. It's pretty much it.
You know, it's like they're all of them just want money. Like it's not. There's no publishers that are like that care about their. It's just all. You know, all they want is money. They don't care about the games. They just want the money that comes with selling the games.
Yep.
Like
That's why they sold Infinite Warfare with Modern Warfare Master, and they're just now releasing it by itself.
Yeah. And like they said that for I mean, and I think what they tried to do is they told people that would never happen to make them buy it, and then they do it later on for the people that they knew wouldn't like to buy into that. Like it's like
I ended up buying Infinite Warfare with it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did too. Like I got it for Christmas from a friend or whatever. But like,
Alright.
it's like Infinite Warfare. It's like you can't release a game like that, like Infinite Warfare, and expect people to support your company. Like Infinite Warfare is abysmal. Like it's not. Infinite Warfare is not a good game by any means. Like
No, it's horrible.
it's like you can't expect people to play.
Well, the
your
only
game.
thing I liked about Infinite Warfare was its campaign. The campaign wasn't bad.
Yeah, like, and see, that's the thing though with people don't buy Call of Duty for the campaign though. They
Sure.
buy.
I mean, I've still played the campaign of them.
Yeah, but you know, people buy Call of Duty for the multiplayer. They don't like. I just think it's stupid that they spend more time with their campaign than they do with their multiplayer because
Even though more
Or
people
like,
are gonna play multiplayer.
you know why
anything.
I don't see why they put their best team on the campaign when they know people are gonna play multi. Like
It's dumb.
it's like I don't know.
Like, why does Call of Duty do that? I mean, it's not their developers, like we said. It's Activision.
Yeah, and I mean, I know, I feel, and I think, and the thing is, I don't know why they decided to make a futuristic game, for one. Like, I know that they were already in the developer cycle, like, when, you know, but they should have looked at, you know, Black Ops 2, or not Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, and, you know, seen the response for that, and kind of maybe thought, maybe we can keep the gameplay but change the theme or something. Like
Black Ops 3 wasn't bad for what they. I mean,
Yeah,
for a
like,
futuristic
well,
game, it wasn't bad at all.
yeah, but it's just people are tired of futuristic games, and it's like
Yeah.
I'm one of those people. I mean, I've played. You know, you got people offering games like Titanfall 2, like. It's like
True.
you know, Titanfall, and the thing is,
I mean,
I think,
But it's Titanfall. It's supposed to be like that.
yeah, and the thing is, people like, I think EA, I think they made a big mistake releasing Titanfall 2 when they did. They released it literally right after, I think it was right after Battlefield 1 came out. You know, people aren't gonna buy that. It's like people are hyped for Battlefield 1, so they're just gonna completely skim over.
Sure.
Freaking,
They released Titanfall 2 at the wrong time, pretty much.
yeah, and you know, it's like publishers and stuff. I mean, I think they should care more about their
I mean, I
developers.
didn't play a lot of Titanfall 2. I mean, but from what I've heard of you, it looked exactly like the first one.
Yeah, and I mean, I played the alpha or whatever back when that was like a thing.
The tech testing.
Yeah, and it was fun, but it was repetitive. It had the same issues the first one had.
I never even played the first one.
The first one, I played a lot of it on Xbox One back when I had an Xbox One. I thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun game. Hey, Chris, how do you feel about this?
About what?
The like freaking
Call of Duty.
as a whole, as a franchise,
Call of Duty as a franchise?
like how it's going.
It came out pretty good, but in the future,
It had the golden years,
Now-
and then it went downhill.
yeah.
Though, in my opinion, the last good Call of Duty was Black Ops 2. Like,
Yeah, that was
The
I mean,
best-
if it sounds really good on paper, but when you add microtransactions, supply, it doesn't. It removes all the fun.
Because you and the thing is, it's not like. And the thing is with. It would be okay if it was just cosmetics, but the variants you get give you an advantage over the other people who are playing the game.
Yep.
Like,
I mean, Call of Duty is a big what if.
it's like
True. That is true.
I could just make this a podcast where you and me get on, like we get on once a week and just talk about stuff. That's what Total Biscuit does.
That's
it's-
not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's like he has like 1 million subs or whatever, too. So I mean, maybe I can get that way from this, but it's like they're like hour-long podcasts, but they're still fun to watch. So and listen to. But the thing is with games like, I don't even know what inspired supply drops for developers for one. Like, I don't know where they got the idea for supply drops. Like, I don't know.
Probably.
Because
Probably from Battlefield and the battle packs.
that, and also like because Counter-Strike introduced cases before they added supply drops. So I'm wondering. I just don't know in a developer's head what they think. It's like, oh, we're gonna add.
And it'll start with Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what developer looks at his game and says, we're gonna add variants that give some players an advantage, but have to balance that out, we're going to give people a completely random chance of getting it. Like, and the problem with that is that so many people play their game that what they think is going to be a small percentage of people is a large amount because there's so many people that play the game. Like, it's like it's like when you have 500. I think there was a bug back on Black Ops 3 where you could show how many people were playing it.
Yeah.
And there were 520,000 people. When there's 520,000 people playing your game, if you only give 5% of those players a good weapon, that's still a lot of people. Like, and I don't feel like doing math right now, but that's a high percentage of players that are gonna have a weapon, and and the fact that they make you rank like in Advanced Warfare,
no, Black Ops 3 wasn't that bad because if you look at Infinite Warfare and like Modern Warfare Master, especially right now, it's just awful.
Well, Call of Duty, they know they're doing a bad job because they won't release how many people are playing their games.
Yeah, it's just percentage.
Because the thing is, like, it's like when you have so many people playing your game, they're going, they're fanboys at that point. They're gonna buy whatever, buy it into whatever you give them. Like,
It's probably most of it is probably new people that are new to the franchise.
Yeah, and it's like it's that, and it's the younger fans that have never played the older good games. Like,
yeah,
it's like I started my first.
I
COD,
started playing. Mine was Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, same here. That Modern Warfare 2 was the first.
And then
COD
I went
played.
to COD 4. I played COD 4.
Yeah. It's like it's cool that like you want to like add something new, but when something new is something that makes the game unfair for half of more than half of your player base, it's like,
well, also look at this. Last year when they made Infinite Warfare, they were listening to the community because he said, we could take the safe route and make like a different game, but they're gonna do the risky, so to say, and make Infinite Warfare. So they're listening, they just won't do it.
Yeah, like, and it just shows that, and I can, from a developer standpoint, from like the 3-year cycle thing they do, it makes sense, because when you've been developing a game for 2 years, when the other games, you can't go back and erase 2 years of work and make a game that's going to be just as good on launch, right? Like, you can't, you can't take 3 years of progress and squeeze it into a year, like, without paying all of your freaking workers a bunch of money. It's like, so I can, that's from but the publishers, it's like, Activision.
It's just Activision. Like, I don't think the developers are bad at all.
Yeah, Activision is just so money hungry. Like, it's like the people, and the thing is, the developers in a lot of games, you can tell a lot of the developers don't even play their own game. Like, the publishers don't play the game. It's just, they just make what the publisher asks them to because they get paid to do that. And then, if you get a job and they want you to do this or that and the other, it's like you're obviously gonna do that. But
True.
it's like, it's the publishers. Like,
It's like this topic right here just makes you so angry at Call of Duty.
it's like, because it was such, it used to be, and the thing is, Call of Duty was a good franchise until they Infinity Ward fired their best developers. Like,
And I hate that Raven's not making anything anymore.
and they fired the guys behind Modern Warfare, COD 4 and MW2. Like, they fired the people that made their most successful games. Like,
Yeah.
and Treyarch, I heard that Black Ops 3 was gonna be Vonderhaar's last COD. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I heard.
He's gonna end it off on Black Ops 3, really?
Yeah, that's I heard that from somewhere. I don't know how true that is or not, but. And with the other companies, I think there was something on like Instagram or Twitter or something where freaking what's it Sledgehammer, like they kind of talk some trash about Infinity Ward and Infinite Warfare. Like, it's like even the other developers don't agree with each other. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like it's sad. Like, the developers that make the same game can't even agree.
I just
with
pulled
each
it up. The games with the most sales are Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops, and Black Ops 2. Top 3.
That makes sense too, because those are some of the best games. I personally thought Modern Warfare 3
I don't
was.
Understand. I mean, okay, I kind of understand it now. So it was released right after Black Ops 2. They had hype for it.
Yeah.
Call of Duty Ghost is 4th.
That's like.
27 million sales.
It's just.
The most is like 31 million sales.
And I think people give Advanced Warfare a lot of crap. I did not like Advanced Warfare that much, but I did by no means thought it was a bad game.
No, it wasn't that
I just didn't like it.
I mean, if you were like into the futuristic stuff, it wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, and the thing is, it was the first very futuristic COD.
I feel bad for the people that play that game like Call of Duty professionally, and have to go through these horrible games.
Yeah, because it's like they get paid to do that. It's like, but it's like you can tell some of them they don't like the games they're playing. They're just playing it because they get paid for it.
Yep.
Yeah, but like, that's called.
Even though they know the game is bad, they still play.
Yeah,
well, I mean,
it's
they
their
do
job,
it because they have to.
It's like if you're gonna support a family, and
I mean, but look at the economy we're living in.
It's like
even on YouTube channels like T Martin, just for example, he constantly pushes out Call of Duty. So, and he has to at least not like one of them.
It's like it's perfectly natural to like dislike a game, but when your community,
when you're disliking it over and over again,
you have to know that you're doing something wrong there.
I'm sorry, but this guy just made a really weird shot in this game. I'm kind of mad.
But anyway, that's Call of Duty. What was our next topic?
Battlefront 2 or
Battlefront 2.
Far Cry 5.
Far Cry. Let's do Far Cry 5 first.
Alright. I like the Far Cry 4. That's when I played.
Yeah. Far Cry 2 was definitely the best in my personal opinion, but
I haven't played those old ones.
Far Cry 4, I liked the like freaking.
I just like the open world. Like how you do anything.
Yeah, I liked the way you could like the editor, like the map editor, where you could like I love games like sandbox stuff where you can make your own levels in there. Like that's one of the reasons I really like Arma 3 a lot. You can completely mess around.
Like the Gmod is really popular too because of it.
You can completely mess around with all of the islands. You can make missions. You can make all-out war and stuff. Like sandbox games are really fun. So I'm hoping they bring that into Far Cry 5. But you know, Far Cry 5's got a lot of controversy going on, like especially within like the really religious communities.
It could be really good. Oh yeah, because Far Cry 4 was like really into that. Like it went really deep into like religious stuff.
Yeah, Far Cry 5 though, it's like it portrays like Christian people as like mass
like, I've
murderers.
only seen the trailer of it. I haven't seen like any gameplay of it.
Yeah, it's like, and it's not coming out till February, so we have a while to wait for it. But it's just I don't you know, the graphics, they look pretty good. The physics, you know, I'm a really like I like to.
This is kind of off topic, but I just looked up Far Cry 5.
Mm-hmm.
Far Cry 5 includes animal sex.
Oh, fantastic, dudes. Like,
you know, honestly, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, though, I don't it's related, but Ubisoft games, they've been going downhill so much. Like...
True.
Like...
I mean, I think the main reason is because their games are so big.
And, you know,
they add so much to it that they, like... By the time another game comes out, you're not gonna have time to finish it unless you're like doing it day and night without any sleep.
Yeah, it's like I understand. Like it's just the thing is, it's not like they're pushed to a cycle either. Like Call of Duty, they just make games that are bad. It's like I love some Ubisoft games. Assassin's Creed. A lot of people didn't
I liked it.
You know, a lot of people didn't like Assassin's Creed 3, but that was one of my favorite ones. I thought that was a fun game.
That one.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed 2 is definitely, you know, that's unanimously agreed.
Black Flag was okay. I mean, it was a good game. It wasn't a good Assassin's Creed game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
the storyline was kind of weak on Black Flag.
Yeah.
And the thing
is, I like the idea of it though, where you can just travel anywhere.
Yeah, and then now they started making Assassin's Creed like a yearly thing, like.
Oh. That's another game that's coming out, Assassin's Creed.
Origins, yep.
Yeah, it's like
the
freaking ancient Egyptian Assassin's Creed game.
That doesn't actually look. The trailer didn't.
No, it doesn't look bad at all. Actually,
you know, I'm curious to see how.
Did they make a movie out of that?
I don't know. I'm curious to see how historically inaccurate it is, though. I studied a lot of Egyptian stuff.
Then it's gonna be pretty bad, probably.
Yeah, I studied.
If you look at games that are based off movies, they're pretty bad.
Yeah. Like, what was it called? Mad Max, wasn't that?
No, yeah.
Mad Max got average.
It didn't look that bad.
And you know, average is better than terrible, but
it's better than Call of Duty.
I mean, anything is better than Call of Duty at this point.
Yeah.
It's like it's for Activision to fix Call of Duty, they're gonna have to do a lot of work. And even still, they can never get back to where they were, I don't think.
No, they can't at all. No, it's not gonna happen.
It's just Call of Duty is just so. It's not Call of Duty anymore. Like. It's like Call of Duty is not. Call of Duty is not the series it used to be, and what made it popular.
Let's say Call of Duty used to be in its prime, but it's no longer in its prime anymore.
It's like an NBA player.
It's like exactly.
Or any athlete.
Like when it first starts off, it's like okay. I mean, it's not horrible.
You know, it averages pretty decent average reviews.
Well, if you look at the first Call of Duties, I mean, they got pretty good reviews.
You know, and then
now it's just like it fell off. It's gone.
You know, it's like you get in the middle, Modern Warfare 2 through Black Ops 2, right? And then after that, you get pretty you know, it gets worse and worse and worse until it retires. Like
triggers for people right now, but it's like Kevin Garnett in today's NBA.
Yeah, it's like 2K is really 2K's fun. Like it's like, but that's the thing. Even games like 2K are starting to get worse.
Yes.
it's like you go like 2K16. I never played anything before 2K16.
I didn't hear. I mean, I heard 2K15 was good.
But
I
like,
mean, other than the OKC being really overpowered.
but now they've started to take out some of the biggest features, like the, you know, and I realized a lot of that has to comes down to, like, park and like online stuff, like, but like abusing dribble moves and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
At least just disable that on multiplayer. Don't completely remove it from the game. Like, it's a cool idea on paper, like you make your own dribble moves, but now it's just like,
I do like the idea though, what they had with archetypes.
yeah, like, I think 2K, it's not the series it used to be, that's for sure, but I mean, that's very typical of a lot of games at this point.
Their My Team mode's going pretty good. I played quite a bit of it. I finished domination of it. Both of them.
Yeah, but you know, 2K is starting to get kind of have the same kind of Call of Duty style issues, where they're removing features that.
Well, if you look at 2K16, you could literally upgrade anything, make your player how you wanted it, like a certain slasher, or like a shooter. Just
like, but with 17, you have to pick, right? Like,
so in 17, you can either make like there's multiple. You got playmaker, shot creator, stretch bigs for like power forward centers, sharpshooters for like shooting guards, small forwards, and point guards. There was another one. I don't know, slashers. Yeah.
Slash cleaners.
Yep. Just for certain things. You got lockdown defenders. Which don't try to break a lockdown defender's ankles. It's not gonna work.
Yeah. But you know, it's like, oh, I don't understand what it is about games nowadays. Like, they're not. It's like I don't. It's like these games they're getting.
It's like older is better.
Yeah, and even because you can like look at games like the original Crisis. Like, the original Crisis was a fantastic game. Like, it was open world, and you played as this godlike freaking super soldier who just slaughtered North Koreans. But now it's just like these games are just, they're not good. It's like a lot of them just aren't good anymore. Like the even the same series, Crisis.
It disappoints me.
Yeah, and it's like the difference between Crisis 1 and 2 even was hugely drastic. Like, and you know, I watched a video. A lot of it comes down to series trying to mimic each other. Like, Crisis went from a very original idea to it tried to copy Call of Duty because it saw how much success Call of Duty was having.
Yeah, now look at it now.
It's like Crisis 3. I can't. Crisis 3. Like, Crisis 3 was a fun game, but it, after they went with Crisis 2 with the same kind of design choices, it's not the same. It's not the series anymore. It's not the same series. And it's depressing because, like, these games are so, like, games are just getting worse and worse.
What was the other game we had? Battlefront?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. EA.
I played a little bit of first Battlefront.
EA is just I don't even know what EA's doing at this point.
When I first started playing EA games, it was Madden and NCAA. That's all I remember from EA, and now they got they had Battlefield now.
Yeah, I don't know what EA's doing.
Start turning to Activision with the money wars.
It's like a worse version. I'm just kidding.
It's like, and the thing is, EA is just like, it's just I don't know.
It's like the younger brother of Activision.
Pretty much, like, and the thing is, EA is still capable of making good games though.
True.
it's like EA still makes good games in some cases. You know, they're not godly games, but
like their batting games aren't bad.
You know, it's like they're not atrocious. Like they're fun to play. Well, I've made it to the last 6 alive somehow. Probably gonna die though. I'm not gonna lie. Unless I don't, that would be a miracle. I've never won a game on here though. It's kind of sad.
You never won a game on?
Not on here. It's so hard to win. Like, it's so hard, especially when you get down to where I am. People are just they will just sit in bushes and wait for everybody else to die.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got a phone call.
It's all good.
That was kind of weird. I was like from Virginia.
But it's sad where games are at today, like compared to where they were like 5 years ago even.
Yeah.
It's just gaming is not the industry that it used to be. Oh, he saw me. He knows. He knows. I see him.
So your last 6?
Last 4.
4? Dang.
So was that the end of today's video?
What else do we have? Is that it?
Not sure. Last 2. 1v1.
I think that was it. So.
Should call it.
I won my first game on recording. Oh, kill him on recording.
Dude, shoot.
Oh my god.
Just ranting about it. Dude, how many kills did you get?
I only killed 3 people because I had no weapons. I had to hide because I didn't get weapons till the last part of the game.
What? How did I not make that?
I'll take that. But anyway, I think that'll conclude today's podcast. You know,
Podcast.
that'll take today's podcast. But yeah, I think thanks for watching.